makers, welcome back here with me as Paint Bar to teach you how to create a very beautiful winter botanical painting. I have these colors that I'm working with today: blue, black, white, red, yellow, and green. I'm working on an 8x10 canvas panel. Of course, you can work on any size canvas that you wish. I have 3 different brushes today. I have a large square brush, a medium flat brush, and a small pointy thin brush, as well as some paper towels to wash off my brushes with. First thing we're going to do is mix up our background color. So I'm going to be grabbing my big brush. This is going to cover the whole bit of my canvas here. And I'm going to be taking a big scoop of white, big scoop of white, touch of green, touch of blue. I'm going to mix those together. Once you get to a sort of minty color, I'm also going to be adding a small touch of yellow, and then we're going to take this color and fill up our entire background. Now our background is complete. We do need to let our painting sit for about 5 to 10 minutes to dry before we do anything else. In the meantime, let me show you around our studio. Next, we're going to be mixing up the color for our leaves and stems. It's going to be 2 scoops of white, 2 scoops of yellow, a very small touch of green, and a nice good scoop of black. So this is actually going to be our lighter color for our leaves. So I'm going to take some of that, bring it to the side, and then I'm going to be adding another little bit of black. And that is going to be our darker shade. So with the darker shade of green, we're going to start off by drawing out our leaves, stems. We're going to figure out where they're being placed. So my main leaf that I have here that I'm going to start with is right around here in my painting. I'm going to start with a curved line, sort of like that. Then I'm going to be drawing little spikies that come out to the side. From there, we're going to draw little curved lines in between the two. And then fill it in. While this paint is still wet, we want to add our highlight in. So that's when you go in and grab the lighter green, and towards the bottom middle, we're going to swish some of this in and let it kind of run out and blend with the other green. And that is how we do our leaves. We're going to take this time now to put in all of our leaves wherever you want them. Now, once your leaves are done, we are going to be drawing in some stems. We're just going to be connecting the 4 that are kind of here in the middle. So I'm just going to draw a line to connect these 2. And then I'm going to branch off to connect this guy. And throw this one into the mix. From there, I'm going to be adding tiny little stems in which my flowers are going to be sitting on. Flowers or your berries. And now again, we do need to let our painting dry before we add any of the berries or the flowers. Okay, we're here to talk about flowers next. So I'm going to be mixing up two colors, a light and a dark, just kind of like we did for our leaves. We're going to be mixing up a nice big scoop of white, very, very small touch of red, small touch of yellow, and this will be the base color for our flowers. Now over here, I'm going to be putting a scoop of white, half a scoop of red, small touch of yellow. This will be the darker shade for our shadowing. So with your light shade, we are going to be creating our blossoms. I'm first going to start off by drawing a little circle or a little dot where I want the center of my flowers to be. Now one here, one up here. Boop, boop, and boop. From that point, we're going to be drawing the petals, which are basically in the shape of a heart. So it's like two lines that come together down to the center point. That's one petal. Two petal. Three. 4, 5. So each of our flowers have 5 different petals. What you want to do then, once you have your petals down, you're going to get into your darker pink, and we're going to use this color to differentiate the petals from one another. Basically drawing lines on the outside edge, maybe a line going down the center of the petals. Trying to give our petals some texture. And we're going to do this for all of our petals and all of our flowers. Next up, we're going to be drawing a cluster of flowers right here on top of this little stem we made. I'm just simply going to, with my lighter pink, poke a whole bunch of times and create this large kind of tree-like shape. I'm going to do another small cluster down here. And then I'm going to take my darker pink and I'm going to add some dots of that on top. Next up, we're going to be drawing in our berries. I'm going to grab a nice big scoop of red, very tiny touch of black, and very tiny touch of white. This will be the base color for my berries. Just going to draw a nice little berry here, about the size of a dime. Then we want to give our berries a little bit of highlight. So I'm going to take a very small amount of white on my brush, and along the top edges I'm going to swish in some white paint. And then blend it in. Then I'm going to take a little bit more white paint just to get a nice crisp little white highlight in there. Next, I'm going to be creating a nice light lime green. So I'm going to be taking a scoop of white, scoop of yellow, very small amount of green. Also going to grab a very small touch of black, and this is the green that we're going for. I'm going to draw a very thin line down the center of my leaves. And then I'm going to take this color and I'm going to paint in a nice little cluster center here in the middle of my flowers. Next, we're going to be making a darker green. I'm going to add some green and some black to this color that I have. Some more yellow as well. And I'm going to shimmy this into the center. Next, I'm going to be taking some white on my small brush, and I'm going to be making little white dots in the lime green sections of the center of these flowers. Then I'm going to be taking some white paint and really lightening up that lime green that I have. Really, really pale. I'm going to put a center dot of this in the middle. Then I'm going to take the paint that's there in the middle with a clean brush and flick it outwards from that little center point, almost kind of like a sun. If you need to retouch up those circles, you can do that now. And the last step, we're going to be adding a small dark green shadow into those middle dots. Taking a little dark green on my brush, throwing a little dark green line, bottom edge of the circles. And there you have it. You have created yourself a very beautiful winter botanical painting. Of course, don't forget to sign your painting so you can take credit. And we would love to see how your paintings turned out. Feel free to post them on social media, and don't forget to tag us at muse_paintbar so we can check it out. Now, if you really enjoyed this tutorial, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. And of course, we'll see you again next time.